listening to WICR, Iona College Radio.
My puck, baby! Don't you ever touch my puck!
You are listening to Circle the Circle.
Shoot, he scores!
What a shot.
And you know when it's always sunny, Pete?
In Philadelphia?
Whenever there's a New York Ranger hockey game.
Matto swoops in to intercept. Matto behind the net. Swings it in front. He scores! There's St. moving in.
I like Miller, but he's got an attitude problem. Alain Vigneault needs to go all Herb Brooks on him.
You pull on that jersey, you represent yourself and your teammates. And a name on the front is a hell of a lot more important than the one on the back. Get that through your head!
Mark Stahl, would it kill you to hit the net, please?
Check goal regulation size of one! Jeez!
We're gonna talk some fantasy hockey.
Game on! Game on! Game on!
I'm going with Corey Perry. I expect big things from those Anaheim Ducks this year.
Here come the Ducks. Kessler shoots. Here comes. Rebound. Score!
Ducks fly together! Ducks fly together!
Pete, the NHL season is right around the corner, and I don't know about you, but I am excited.
Foley trying to clear it. Throws. Shoots. Score!
Hummendo goes around Alfredson, cuts in front, scores! Jason Pominville!
Turn to Chimera. Leads one ahead. Score! Here he comes. Mario Lemieux. Hang on. He scores! You gotta love it. Gretzky looking. Gary Curry. McSorley. To Gretzky. Scores! He did it! He did it! The greatest goal scorer in National Hockey League history is Wayne Gretzky.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Circle the Circle. I'm your host, Stephen Pierce, alongside Pete Considori. How we doing, Pete?
Doing great. It's Monday, so, you know,
Happy Monday, Pete.
it's hockey. It's hockey talk here on Circle the Circle, WICR. You're listening on Ustream.tv or Ustream.com. You can search WICR to see us live right now. Also, follow us on Twitter at WICR1, and then on Instagram, WICR Iona College Radio. There's an underscore in between WICR and Iona College Radio.
Oh, thanks, Pete.
No problem.
I appreciate
Glad to be
your
here.
mood on this Monday evening.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, it's wonderful, and it is especially wonderful because in New York Ranger hockey talk, the New York Rangers won last night, 4-1.
Yes,
against
they
the Calgary
did.
Flames at MSG.
Before we get to that, let's have a weekend recap.
Let's do a little recap.
All right, so we're going to start off with Saturday. The Ducks losing yet again. Ducks aren't looking too good, even though you predicted that.
Okay, it's the beginning. They're 1-5.
No, this is true. This is true.
It's
Just
okay.
because you start off slow. Hey, my hockey team, we're 0-3. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Anyway, the Ducks falling to the Wild 3-0. The New Jersey Devils beating the Sabres 4-3.
Winning 3 in a row, by the way.
Yes, 3 in a row. It's kind of making me scared.
Oh.
Canadians do it again, beating the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-3.
9-0.
9-0.
Looking to go an NHL record-setting 10-0 to open up the season, which has never been done before.
Absolutely nuts. The Coyotes going against the Senators, losing. The Ottawa Senators losing to the Coyotes 4-1. The Rangers in a shootout losing to Philadelphia on Saturday 3-2, which I don't even want to talk about.
Disallowed goal.
The Islanders beating the Blues 3-2. Just to recap, these are all Saturday's games. Penguins beating the Predators 2-1. The Panthers beating the Dallas Stars 6-2.
Woo! Bobby Lou. There you go,
Bobby
baby.
Lou. Tampa Bay, Chicago went into overtime, lost to Chicago. Chicago wins 1-0. The Blue Jackets beating the Avalanche 4-3. Detroit beating Vancouver in overtime 3-2. Carolina losing to San Jose 5-2. So those are Saturday's matchups. You want to comment on any of those before I go on to Sunday?
We'll go on to Sunday, and I'll give my little spiel afterwards.
All right, that's fine. On Sunday, we had the Winnipeg Jets facing off against the Minnesota Wild, beating the Minnesota Wild 5-2. The Rangers, as you said, beat Calgary with 4 straight goals, 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Kings beating the Edmonton Oilers 3-2. And that was your weekend in hockey.
It was a busy weekend indeed, and we can
It
take
was.
a look at the standings as it is right now. Yeah, although teams have mostly played around 7, 8, 9, and then if you're the Rangers, you played 10 games because they had a league high 4 games last week, but they only have, 1 or 2 this week. But recap the standings real quick. The Canadiens sit atop the league with 18 points. They are 9-0, like previously stated. In the Atlantic Division, they are followed by Tampa Bay with 12 points and the Panthers with 9. That division is going to
It's
be
a
a
big
tight
gap
one.
between 1 and 2 for
Oh,
Atlantic.
yeah, 18 and 12.
But of course, that's going to change between now and the end of the season.
82 full games, Pete.
Yeah.
It's going to be an awfully long season.
Oh yeah.
Looking at the Metropolitan sticking in the East, the Rangers are atop with 14 points at 6-2-2, followed by the Washington Capitals with 12 points and New York Islanders with 11. That division is also looking awfully tight, and the Columbus Blue Jackets finally got a win under John Tortorella. I think it was their second game. They are now 1-8, and they finally get on the board with 2 points. Finally.
That sealed his deal, being the coach of the.
Oh, you got to win? Guess
Columbus.
what? You can coach our team now.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. You know, to speak about Washington being on the Rangers' trail, it kind of makes me worried. They only played 7 games and they have 12
they have
points.
3 games in hand on the Rangers.
Yeah,
so
they've won every. They only lost 1 game out of their 7.
6-1, yeah. Well, the good things about the Rangers is that they picked up points in 5 straight games, which is a little better for them after
Right.
going down a little of a losing slope.
Yeah.
But the Capitals, their team looks very good. They're 6-1-0. Braden Holtby's holding it down. Everything is coming together. Backstrom is back. Ovi's scoring as per usual. And they're going to be very competitive.
I'm so happy I was first in the draft and I got him.
Oh well, you're just reaping the benefits of Alex Ovechkin. And you know what? I picked up Kuznetsov. I don't know if any of you guys know, but he is tearing it up, and I'm excited. Nobody else, everyone doubted me. I picked him as not a sleeper, but someone who I thought was going to do pretty well.
How's Perry doing?
We're not going to talk about that quite yet.
Going over to the West, Nashville is up on the board first with 13 points, followed by Dallas with 12 and Winnipeg 11. That's pretty close.
That's a tight division because
That's a
it's
close Central division.
Dallas, Winnipeg, St. Louis, and Minnesota all with 11 points.
That's true, yes.
Chicago with 10, and then
Colorado with 8.
and yeah, better than the Blue Jackets too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Over to the Pacific, the Kings tied with the San Jose Sharks with 10 points. They have the same record, 5 wins, 3 losses, which I find very cool. Arizona in third place with 9 points, tied with Vancouver for 9 points.
If there's ever a division that I expected to be weak but flip-flopped, it was this one because sitting at the bottom are the Anaheim Ducks
with 3 points.
3 points.
That's right.
1.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 whole points.
And on a team with Ryan Kessler, Ryan Getzlaf, Corey Perry.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Goodness, I have not received. I think Corey Perry still has 1 point on the season, and correct me if I'm wrong on that one, ladies and gentlemen. But he has been an extremely disappointment. But you know what? He played far. The Anaheim Ducks, the whole team played far into the playoffs. I'm gonna give him some time to shake off the rust, and hopefully everything benefits me in the end because
we hope it's not too much time for the Ducks because if it's too much time,
they've only played 7 games and. The Kings are up there with 10, so they're only 7 points back, and that's a 7-team league. So you're looking at 6 places that you got to climb up, and really the division is so weak. This is the weakest division in hockey this year.
I would like to point something out. The Colorado Avalanche, who is at the bottom of the Central, have 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Anaheim has 3. Mm-hmm. However, Colorado has kept it close with a goal differential of -2. Anaheim has a goal differential of -14.
Oh, they got goalie problems, man. I was never sold on their team.
And Colorado only has 2 more points than them.
I mean, when you look at the Ducks, they have a strong team, but I don't know. I mean, I know what the problem is. That they have to have better goaltending. They have to play their game. Mm-hmm. They're not playing as a team right now.
They're not
playing as a unit. Eventually, they'll hopefully wake up. And I kind of had them at least going back to the conference final once again. That was my prediction at the beginning of the year. And we can talk about that later, what our predictions were or what they are currently or what we foresee. But there's no doubt in my mind that I thought the Anaheim Ducks were the clear number 1 choice to win the Pacific Division, maybe even the entire West. That was a clear no-doubter to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sorry, this just popped into my mind here. I also saw the a news article just popped onto my thing, just reminded me. Did Kuznetsov get his first hat trick?
He did.
Last night
indeed.
or 2 nights ago?
I think it was 2 games ago, I believe.
Something.
He had an unruly amount of points, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, he was on my bench that night. Did
Ah.
not get to reap the rewards. Although I
okay.
did win in fantasy anyway. So.
That's good. All right, well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the Rangers, of course. Why wouldn't we? Stay tuned.
Iona College's highly accredited graduate programs empower students to earn degrees that command respect in the real world. Start your career path today or change